There was a crossover Bon Jovi song where I was like, you know what, that song's like,
You liked it.
yeah.
I think Bon Jovi's a tool, and I love those songs.
Sure.
They're
Well,
rock and roll anthems.
See, that's how I feel about Journey, but
The Journey voice is, I can't rock to it.
no, but you just, it's everywhere and you sing it and like it just comes up.
Yeah.
It's like you love to hate it, but you hate to love it. You hate to love it. During our Huck Jam, the kind of heyday of Huck Jam, Bon Jovi came to one of our Huck Jams in New Jersey.
Ooh.
And we all got to meet him beforehand. And then we had a DJ, and we had a band actually, but during the jam we would have a DJ just mixed songs. But we kind of had a playlist that we went to.
You played his stuff, huh?
And we snuck in Bad Medicine.
Yeah, you did.
But Bad Medicine, that's the crossover song. That's what I was trying to get at.
Wah, 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 wah.
Your love is like bad medicine.
Bad medicine is what I need. Whoa.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough of that. Welcome. Here we go.
And I'm not Tony Hawk. Are you looking for a delicious and nutritious snack that packs a real protein punch? Pistachios are known for their protein power, fiber, and better for you, unsaturated fats, for a combination that may help keep you feeling fuller longer. It's one of the highest protein nuts out there.
The best part, wonderful pistachios come in a variety of flavors and sizes, perfect for enjoying with your family and friends or taking them with you on the go during your summer adventures.
Check out wonderfulpistachios.com to learn more about how these little green wonders can power up your day.
Sorry, this is what we do.
Yeah.
And then we're trying to warm up. But hey,
I like it.
Chad Caruso's here.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
So firstly, you are, I don't want to say known for, but you skated across America.
Yep.
Like rode a skateboard 3,000 miles.
Completely solo. Yeah.
What happened to you as a kid? Why would you do that?
Yeah. I mean, it all started from getting sober, really. Once I quit drinking, I was like,
yeah.
I need something to kind of focus on, you know?
Say no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But was it
Next thing you know, you're skating across America, just going, I don't drink. I love not drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Where you going? Skating? Do you switch legs?
Oh, yeah. Have to.
So you go, see, this is the only time that it is acceptable to go Mongo. Because you're skating, you have to push across America.
What about though, if you're really getting tech, would you skate switch?
I did the whole time. I didn't push Mongo once.
Oh!
Why is it a payback to me?
I don't know, because you were trying to defend Mongoism, and he's saying he didn't go Mongo.
Mongo is unacceptable.
That's next
even
level.
if you're skating across the country.
I agree.
I mean,
I don't even care.
That's how bad it is.
Whatever gets you on a skateboard. Doesn't
You're
matter.
just saying that because your best friend pushes Mongo.
That might be true. Kevin Staub.
Shout out to Kevin Staub. He will not. I think at this point, I think he's cooler than everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like,
Commits to it.
oh yeah, Mongo's not cool. Watch me Mongo through generations of skateboarding.
Okay, that raises questions though. At one point did you feel like, okay, now I'm comfortable skating switch?
It was before I left because I knew I couldn't
you
just do
practiced.
it on one leg. Yeah, so I would, I was kind of good at it skating like for 20 years, but you're not good at it like when you're on the side of a highway. You know what I mean? So I had to like really kind of put in work.
Do you have soft wheels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, but
Do you have Swiss bearings?
It was SKF ceramics.
Ceramics,
Yeah.
right?
Need ceramics.
You
I can't get ceramics anymore because I give my boards away too much.
They cut you off.
Yeah.
Dude, times are tough at the Bones Brigade.
No, because I would give them away every like 3 weeks, and they're like, dude, those bearings are like $150, right, or more.
Yeah, they're up there.
Yeah. But you'd need them for sure. Did you have
sure,
more?
yeah.
You must have more than one setup.
Yeah, I had a backup set in my bag. And a
No,
backup
but
set
did you have
of-
more than one complete?
No, just one. I never even had a cruiser really before that.
What?
So I just built it for the trip. Had like an old 9.5-inch deck in my trunk, spray painted it, threw some indies on it, and then just got like 68 millimeter soft wheels.
Did you have to skate in the rain?
Yeah.
How?
Did you have a support crew?
No, completely solo.
Only you.
Just me.
Wait, well, how's that
Yeah,
work? Wait, you didn't have any. So you knew you would have to go from one destination to the next.
Yeah.
To sleep in a hotel, or were you
Yeah,
in a
I had to
tent?
kind of meticulously plan it and be like,
What
all right,
kind of
am I going to
bag-
make like 60 miles today? Where's the nearest hotel? Because
60
otherwise I'm going to
miles.
be
What kind of
stuck in the
bag-
middle of nowhere.
What kind of luggage
Yeah.
are you running?
So I used a Camelback.
Yeah.
So it's got like 3 liters of water compartment
Do you
back
have
there.
the hose thing?
Yep.
Right.
And fit like one spare outfit in there.
Yeah.
Wheels, bearings, deodorant.
One spare outfit
Yeah.
for the whole
The
trip.
whole trip. So,
So you just
I
do
would
it in
get
laundry.
home like sweaty, or the hotel, and drop that in the laundry, put the other outfit on.
So you're like the Forrest
Yeah.
Gump of skateboarding.
Well, that would mean other people would have to join you. Did other people join you?
Yeah. Did
I
anybody?
mean, people were meeting up throughout the whole trip.
Did you have a
Yeah.
group?
He
of
is Forrest Gump.
Right? Did you have a group of skateboarders skating with you at some point?
Yeah, I mean, at the end there was a huge group, like the last couple of miles.
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
throughout,
fair weather
yeah.
friends.
I know,
The
right?
final
Yeah.
one. Come on.
Acting
But
like
They were
they were
putting
in
in
it.
work.
Yeah, but some people were meeting up throughout and just skating like 5 miles, 1 mile, just to get a feel for it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was fun.
How much planning went into it in terms of like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then projected date? Like, how far ahead was that?
So I set my goal was 2 months. Like I wanted to finish before 2 months. I had to be back for work, so it was just like 2 months is my goal.
No, but from the time you decided to do it.
Oh, all right. So maybe 2 years when I first thought of it.
Oh my
Yeah. So I thought.
Why
of
does it
I was
take so
gonna-
long to go?
Well, because I was gonna skate across Italy with my cousin. It's like very thin. Take a day or two. Just gonna do that. And then COVID happened.
What's
we
up
never
with your
went.
skating across somebody's country? What?
I mean, yeah, that's where it came from.
Italy, and then to jump to America,
Yeah.
and then you lost your buddy on the way, like he didn't want to go anymore.
Yeah, well,
he bailed on America.
COVID happened, so we couldn't get over there, and then we
Oh,
kind of just
oh.
ditched the idea. And I just kept thinking about it, and I started looking up America. I was like, I don't know, like,
Did
has
you
anyone
try-
done this like solo on
Yeah.
a skateboard?
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't really see anyone like definitively do it.
Okay.
So I was just like, it's kind of cool.
Okay, so are you going on highways?
I can't go on like interstates. That's illegal. But yeah, I'm on
Right.
the side of highways, like with no shoulders, trucks zipping right next to me.
Did you eat shit?
Maybe like
Get a rock, or you know what I mean, like,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
what about? Because I know a friend that pedaled a long time, like overnight, and he said that sometimes he was starting to doze off, and I'm like, "Well, pedaling." He's like, "Yeah, dude. Like if you pedal all night, like your body just starts to drift off, and you don't even know you're pedaling. You like every now and then
Yeah.
he had to like slap himself in the face and be like,
That's
"Hey,
funny.
man," like because he could have fallen asleep while pedaling. Did you
That's
ever get
wild. I didn't-
so tired that you like hit your foot on your wheel and ate?
Yeah, I
took a
didn't.
du- a
Well, I
digger?
didn't skate like at night. That was like my rule, just to keep it kind of safe and easy,
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
during the day. But there were definitely times where I was pushing and it was so hot the tar got soft and I just kind of pitched forward,
Oh, no.
Yeah. Or
You ever walk it for
Or-
a bit?
What about just like
never.
Never.
The whole trip, I pushed every inch.
Respect, man.
Yeah. If I
Wow.
fell, I like went back to the exact mark, like
Oh, dang.
100%
It
of
would
the
have been
trip.
okay
Yeah,
if you didn't.
No,
Um,
I respect that.
What about like rock farts, like crumb dums hit?
Yep. Yeah, there was a bunch of those, and then there were stupid ones where I would just like, maybe I was switching to go to like switch stance, and my foot just got caught in the nose, got like lazy, and just belly flopped flat on my face. Bag flew over my head, all the stuff flew out. Yeah.
I did that one time out the front of a fruit and vegetable store. And it was like back in the day in Australia. So it was like a fruit and veggie store that I knew the people in there because
Yeah.
I was the kid that skated past every day to get
Yeah.
on the train. And I had my Walkman on and just hit a rock, man, like listening to Metallica, not watching what I
sale.
was doing. And
Yeah.
did the full like skidded across the front of their store.
Yeah.
While the dude was like, he just watched me skid across. Like I watched him watch me,
Yeah.
and then I had to pick myself up and like put my headphones. I
Mm-hmm.
usually was pretty cool, but right there I was like, wow,
Yeah. It happens to the best of
eat
us.
one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it's happened to him on mile marker 144.
Yeah.
No one around.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I don't know which is worse.
Let's talk about hair.
You do not have to choose between better hair growth and your health. There's a holistic solution for men that promotes both healthier hair and whole body wellness.
Get ahead of thinning hair with Nutrafol's whole body approach to hair growth. No drugs, no compromises.
Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement, clinically shown to improve your hair growth, thickness, and visible scalp coverage. Nutrafol's hair growth nutraceuticals go beyond genetics to multi-target the root cause of thinning, including
Stress, hormones, nutrition, metabolism, aging, and lifestyle through whole body health.
physician formulated using natural medical grade ingredients. Nutrafol's drug-free patented technology provides consistent, reliable results without compromising your sexual health. Got that.
Good job,
Ron
Tony.
Burgundy, what?
In a clinical study, men showed progressive improvement in hair growth and thickness after 3 and 6 months. Nutrafol is also trusted and recommended by more than 3,000 top doctors.
You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code HawkWolf to save $10 off your first month subscription. This offer is only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus free shipping on every order. Get $10 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code HawkWolf.
Did you ever think about giving up?
I mean, there was one day, so I got lucky the first 30 days didn't rain at all.
First 30 days.
No
Yeah,
rain. Day 31 started pouring, and that was the day was the worst ground of the whole trip in Texas.
What was the ground?
It's like this stuff called chip seal. It's like really spaced out. I was going downhill at a point, and I had to push to go downhill. it wasn't moving. So all day long, like all 60 miles in the rain, I'm pushing my hardest, and then I'm coming to a dead stop.
Yeah.
And just over and over.
So
at a point, you just get off the board, look up, and you're just like,
So how satisfying after 60 miles, you say,
Yeah.
then the ground turns to a better ground. Are you like, ha, like relief?
in the beginning, you get psyched, but
Yeah.
you know that ground's coming again.
Oh,
So you
wow.
kind of just
So you
like,
don't even
you
get
like it,
hyped?
but you're like, yeah, it's not going to
Speaking
last.
of downhill, what about if it's smooth downhill? How do you speed check?
So with cruiser wheels, there's something I had to learn because I bombed hills before, power slid, you
can't
can't
power
really
slide with
power
cruiser
slide.
wheels, yeah.
And if you do, you're going to get flat spots or like wear them out
Yeah.
So
Or
I
just
had
stick.
to drag my foot for
Drag
I'm
your
talking
toe
like I started with my toe and then I started wearing the shoe down like really quickly. So I started doing my heel, just like trying everything. Yeah.
You know Lucas Miller.
Yeah.
Lucas Miller skated from Oregon to San Diego with a
wrong with you
bunch of
people?
homies.
Yeah.
This is years ago, and they would take discard like blown out tires, and attach them to their 1 foot. And use
Really?
that as
Like
the brake.
under the shoe?
Yeah, under the shoe because
Really?
they were wearing out their shoes and they didn't have any resources to get new shoes.
Yeah.
It's actually
I actually interviewed them about
it.
it because I was so fascinated, and then he comes along and blows everyone out of the water by skating across the country. But I did wonder about that because he said that was the best solution for them was just tires.
Yeah, I mean,
You had
did
one
that
pair
feel
of shoes?
weird though? Was it like very thick underneath?
Well, I think it was more
or-
of if it's just all
Oh, if you
downhill.
get to it, you throw
then you
it
just
out.
use one as the brake.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I went through only 2 pairs of shoes the whole trip.
Oh, so you did bring another pair.
Well, a viewer kind of saw that my shoe was getting like worn out,
Yeah.
and he ordered my shoe like I was
To
wearing
where
to
where
like,
you were
my next
going.
stop.
Oh, that's
Sick.
Yeah, met up. So
I used to wear them in back in the day. I really needed I hated brand new shoes. And I remember I had a contest coming in. It's one of those ones where I was like, these shoes aren't going to make it to the weekend. So I've got to get a new pair ready today before I go. And I just bombed a hill on my ass with both feet on the ground and then back up the hill, back down, back up the hill just for hours.
just to burn
Because
them.
I had to burn through them a little bit to
Just
make it work.
Sometimes people will catch me outside the office, like that loading dock by the ramp.
Yeah.
And I'm just going in new shoes for like 10 minutes out there.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our way to work them in. Yours is to drag them for 10 miles.
Yeah.
Did anybody try and mug you?
Surprisingly, no.
Why
Yeah, I mean-
surprisingly? Did you feel like that was about to happen
I just
sometimes?
thought, across the whole country by yourself, middle of nowhere, you're probably going to run into someone,
But no
somewhere.
trouble at all?
I don't think they're
Yeah.
thinking of you as a big target though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you didn't look like you had any money.
that dude's
Yeah, exactly.
that dude's carrying
100%.
gold
Yeah,
bars
like
in
if
his
you're
backpack.
skating-
It's more of a chore
If
to
you're
rob
skating
me
on the
than
side
it
of the
is.
freeway, you don't have anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not really worth pulling that dude up.
No. Yeah, everyone's pretty nice. I mean, there was a couple of people that pulled over that seemed a little sketchy. Like just kind of wanted me to like hop in the car for drugs or maybe sex or like something like that, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could just see it in their eyes, different vibe than the
You
normal.
could
Like,
see
hey, you
it
need a
in
ride?
their
Like, what are
eyes.
you doing, you know?
They were like, "Hey, get in the car."
Yeah, you know, you just see them a little strung out, kind of.
Wow.
You know, yeah.
You could have got some extra money for some shoes. Just
That's
saying.
true, yeah. Yeah, maybe next
God. How did you map it out?
time. So I started on Google Maps, but it's kind of hard because they don't have like skateboarding routes, you know? So like you
Yeah,
don't know
what's
if a
up with
bike
that?
route, like you can ride on dirt with a bike. Skateboard, you know,
Yeah.
ruins your day. So I kind of had to download this other app called Komoot, and they had, you know, steered you away from dirt roads. So
Did you ever accidentally hit a dirt section
yes,
and the
Many
soft wheels
times.
were soft enough to push?
no. I mean, sometimes
walk
I
it.
push through dirt, but other times you get to like gravel or things you couldn't skate. I have to go back like 10 miles. Skate
You
around
wouldn't
Oh,
walk
you
something.
wouldn't walk it.
No, I skated every inch of America. Yeah.
So
where-
you would get on
yeah.
a road and go, "Oh no, it's gravel. I've got to go back
Yeah, I try to
like
look
miles,
Yeah,
miles,
miles.
Oh,
And that
my.
happened one day in Arizona. I think it was like a week or two in. It happened like 5 times in one day. I was just going in circles, trying this route, going all day. I ended up like
That day would have
back,
been it.
like I did 60 miles, like 50 miles was my goal every day.
Yeah.
So I hit 50 miles, but I technically only went like 30 because
Oh.
like I ended up coming back. Like,
Did you ever hatch?
what's that?
Like throw a hissy fit?
Oh, no.
No,
What are you going to do? You're out there by yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
you
no
can't
one's
rage
lis-
quit.
No one's listening. Like,
I'm not
yeah,
going to
yeah,
rage
yeah.
quit. I'm going
gotta
to
get where you're
have a
going.
rage quit moment. Like when I realize I got to walk 10 miles back, I'm going to
I think I would. Yeah, if that happened and I was committed to that, I would cry.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's
I'm
discouraging.
punching the
but-
ground or somebody's getting
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
An armadillo's getting hit.
What? Yeah, don't be an animal near me. Oh, I would never.
So where did you start? Where did you finish?
I started in Venice Beach and I ended in Virginia Beach.
Oh, you at the Jackalope Festival,
Jackalope
right? That's
Fest,
right. I
yeah.
heard about because I
Yep.
went and skated that demo,
Mhm.
and the big news was he was coming in for the finish.
When you came in, how were you feeling physically? Was there a big party afterwards, or did you go to bed?
There was a big celebration there. Like
Were
the
you-
mayor,
were you
the mayor
into it?
came. There's like I don't know, a couple hundred people there. I didn't
Were you
expect
able to
that.
enjoy, or were you worn out?
I actually wasn't that worn out. At that
Yeah.
point, I was so used to it, just doing it every.
You got
single day.
conditioned.
What
Yeah.
was the last stretch?
Um,
How long was the last stretch?
last stretch was I think it was like 60 miles the last day. I wanted to do 100 to end, but it didn't make sense. Like everyone set
Yeah,
up.
no,
a
it
cel-
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, they set up like a big celebration, so I didn't want to like be a day early for
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
You know.
Dude,
I know,
that's
right?
so wild. So what's next? Russia?
We'll
a
see.
good idea.
I think I'm done skating long distance for now. We'll see. I don't know.
Oh,
I'll
you're
probably-
saying it wasn't the most.
I
Like,
mean, I did it. It was
Yeah.
fun. I don't know. We'll see if I get.
Did you do it
interested
for
in something
charity?
else. Yeah.
who?
So
what?
it was this nonprofit called Natural High.
yeah.
They help kids kind of find a passion instead of focusing on drugs
Yeah.
and alcohol. Yeah.
You
I like what
skated
helped
to,
me, you know?
They do
to help
PSAs.
kids find stuff to do with their lives,
Right.
And not be
Exactly.
turds.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it. You got to.
Mm-hmm.
As a natural born turd, if I wasn't directed into skateboarding or you know like soccer, anything that if I hadn't have found one, guaranteed bad times were coming. You know,
100%.
and I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
kids can be saved by skateboarding, especially skateboarding because if you're a frustrated youth, you don't like being told what to do. In
Yeah.
sports, like mainstream sports, you got a coach, and they usually get a little bit chip on their shoulder, and they kind of talk to you like a cop.
Yep.
Not like a thing that I really want to be a part of. Skateboarding, you can make it all yours,
100%.
and
No
it's like a
arenas,
lifesaver
no-
thing.
yeah.
Because to me, it was always my choice to do anything that was bad. Skateboarding superseded it. It was like, oh, that sounds really bad. I should do that. I'm like, man, if I do that, I won't skate tomorrow, so I won't do it. Which is life-saving stuff.
100%. Yeah.
So you're doing big things. Did you raise
Right.
how much money? Do you mind?
We raised like 50,000 in total.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I sold merch and gave like 25% of that to them too.
What kind of merch were you selling?
It was just like me pushing across America.
A T-shirt.
Yeah, a t-shirt.
You got any more?
Yeah, I think the website's
it
still,
still-
up, maybe. Yeah,
Can you still donate?
yeah. The money still goes to them.
What's
Yeah,
the website?
I think it's just chadcaruso.com.
What?
Yeah. I don't even know. My
He thinks
brother.
he's
My
not-
brother
he's not
said.
sure.
My brother set it up while I was pushing, like across the country. He did
Well,
everything.
you were
so
busy
I-
in your
yeah,
defense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was daily vlogging the whole entire trip. Like 57 days in a row. Every day I made like a 10, 15-minute video.
Okay.
So I didn't really have time to do anything.
Do you have a big
Yeah.
battery pack?
I had one extra, like portable battery,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Were you listening to music?
I'd say like half the time. You start getting like like all day long just listening to music, you know?
What about audiobooks, podcasts,
sometimes-
stuff like
Wolf
that?
versus Wolf's pretty
Podcasts,
intense.
Did you
yeah.
have
I've
to
heard.
keep it? Did you have to keep the volume a little bit down so you were aware of the?
Be aware of like trucks flying by you,
Yeah.
your surroundings for sure.
When I was really poor, I had listened to headphones, Walkman in my car, and then I realized that was like kind of dangerous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Helps to be able to hear what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you run something over, you might not have heard it. You know?
I remember there was shall remain unnamed, but a friend of ours was driving an RV for a long time, and he would just rock the giant headphones, blasting it, and we'd have to yell at him to stop or anything.
Yeah.
At some point, I was like, I don't think that's cool.
Nah.
It's not great.
Nah. And
Yeah.
he's in charge of your lives.
Right.
Did you talk to him?
I think we came to an understanding. Yeah.
Like, hey man, maybe
Just-
drop that
Yeah.
while we're in the
Well, at
bus?
one point, my kids were like
Oh,
Riley
dude.
was in the mix, and I was like, let's
Yeah.
Let's lose the
And
headphones.
also, let's not listen to The Chronic while we're driving
Right,
full blast. Now that
right.
you're not wearing headphones,
right.
can we just like tone
It's a
down
time and a
little bit?
place, Tony. Everyone
Time
should
and
know
place.
that.
Yeah.
As the guy, I
Not,
knew
not
that.
with your 4-year-old or your 5-year-old.
There would be times where I'd be in the bus and his significant other at the time came in, and I would just leave because I would know that it'd be like, you know what's appropriate right now? Not you. I would just politely just back out. There was a couple of
funny.
times where I came off the demo and I was like, one time I slammed really hard. I'll never forget this one. I hit the ground so hard that my shorts ripped off me. Like I hit my hip and
Like
my
they
shorts
split?
just split open. So I was in my underwear. So I go back to the bus to change and I'm kind of bummed out because that was like a huge, I jumped off that rail into the bank
yeah.
and just shoulder blocked the pavement.
Yeah.
And I go in there and she's in there with her friends and they're all like socializing. So when I walked in, I was like, nah. And then
Not the
I went
place for
out
me.
behind the bus and like I was standing there in my underwear. So I was
Just waiting it out.
yeah. I got changed behind the bus and there were a couple of people like, why are you in your underwear? I was like, because my pants exploded. Look at my pants.
I mean, but also anything. I mean, that was par for the course. Why is he in his? Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
But there's a whole litany of reasons why that might be happening.
Yeah, it wasn't that weird that I came in
Yeah.
with no pants on. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Especially me.
So when did you
Right.
start skating?
I started, it's hard to remember the exact age I was. I think it was like 14, 15.
All right.
So 20 something years ago.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration to start skating?
Kid came over my house. I was like on the basketball team, baseball team, like that, doing that stuff. Brought over a board, just fell in love, instantly just quit the teams and started skating.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then mostly street though.
Yeah, only street.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Let's talk about sex. Babe. You remember that song? No?
Don't do that ever again.
Guys, remember the days when you were always ready to go? Now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed. Listen up, bluechew.com.
Yeah, Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers an active ingredient as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but in a chewable tablet at a fraction of the cost.
You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. Get it?
Yeah, no, it's constantly happening to me. The process is simple. It really is. I did it. So that should seal the deal. Sign up at bluechew.com. I did, and they sent it to me. So I think if I could do it, you could do it.
Yes.
Bluechew.com. Consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days.
The best part, it's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy.
Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package.
You could be missing out on the best sex of your life.
Not me.
I knew that
Not
was
missing
coming.
out at all. They say there's nothing sexier than confidence, and Blue Chew can help give you the confidence where it counts.
Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at bluechew.com. Chew it, do it.
And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use the promo code HawkWolf at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping.
That's bluechew.com, promo code HawkWolf to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we would like to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. This one right now, the one we're talking about, the one that you're going to go back to. Have you seen any of his videos?
Mm-mm.
He made it his mission to learn inverts.
And you're a street dude.
So mad
Yeah.
respect from,
Yeah.
from
Wait,
his
you,
side.
you did do it.
Yeah.
He did
I
it.
mean, I don't know how good
Yeah.
it was, but I got
It
one.
was
Hands
legit.
on Kobe?
On Kobe.
And you're a
on
street dude.
on a steep mini ramp.
Yeah, dude, hand plants, if you don't have a background, like you didn't grow
Yep.
up with hand plants,
Yeah.
they're pretty foreign to every other skateboard trick on the planet. Like they don't, an invert is a invert. It doesn't, you don't round it off and do it on a handrail or it's just
Right.
one, you can do it on one spot and,
Yeah.
and you got to do it a certain way or you suck.
Some people try to like it's not a cheat, but they try to throw it out to the side.
Yeah.
Like, put your hand
Yeah.
behind
That's
you.
kind of how I started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
same
saw
as
that,
us.
but
Yeah.
you went
Yeah.
you went legit upside down, and I think whatever. I was watching it unfold, and I was
Yeah.
like, I just wanted to be there to be like, no, you gotta put your hand down a little later. Oh,
Yeah.
put it more in front of you. But you figured it out.
I'll definitely take that
He's like
advice,
doing it
yeah.
on his own. Tripod setup, trying to figure out inverts, and then figure it out.
It doesn't surprise me after he skated across America by himself, like
True.
doing an invert,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not that hard.
I thought it would open up after I did it. Like I'd be able to do it all
You-
different types. And I
You're
guess I
almo-
just didn't.
You're right
yeah.
there though. You're right on the
Yeah?
cusp of that. Yeah, because
Okay.
I saw you skate vert too, and it wouldn't take much to line that up from what you did to vert.
I have to come by your ramp.
It would actually be
Show me how
easier
to-
because you know how you're kind of landing like almost in a squat.
yeah.
on the
yeah,
mini
yeah.
ramp?
Yep.
You're not gonna do that on vert. You got
Really?
the whole transition to land. Yeah,
I guess yeah, because it's steeper,
it's
longer.
It's
yeah.
infinitely easier.
Yeah, inverts
on
were
vert.
made to do on vert.
Yeah.
not
Which
on
is
mini.
weird though, because it's like it feels scarier to do it there, but
because
it's
you-
actually easier. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
it's
right?
way
Yeah.
easier.
It's like Tony's ramp is bigger than like 90s ramps, but all the old school guys that don't skate anymore, when they try to come back, they'd prefer to ride a 90s ramp. That's what I thought too when I came back. But there's the thing that you just mentioned, the fear, because
Yeah.
it's bigger and you're going faster. So is that a fact? Yes.
It's a
But
longer
it's,
fall. Yeah.
but it's slower.
Yeah.
And his ramp has no variations. It's perfect all the way around. So where you do that hand plant, it's going to feel the same everywhere on the whole ramp. And it's just slower. Like once you calm down and go, okay, everything's same rules. It's just slower.
Right.
And if it's slower, then it should be easier because you've got more time to watch where you're going, right?
Yeah, I mean, in theory, it's just I think the
is
mindset of
easier.
like,
Dude,
looking,
it's
like looking upside down, like a huge ramp when you
Yeah.
can't do it. That's like the intimidating.
Dude, I haven't
part,
done
you know?
hand plants for 20 years, and then I started doing them again, and I was like, this is terrifying.
Mhm.
Like, I'm upside down. It takes, like Tony said, you can do a couple, and then you put in the work on that
Right.
over and over again, and then that trick becomes pretty easy once you do it a lot.
But see, what would be terrifying to me now is to try it on a mini ramp like he did.
Yeah, you used to be able to do that.
I used to be able to do it, but I don't have that snap anymore.
I
and
never
I
did.
would definitely end up kind of on the like in the gray area of am I over the deck or am I in the ramp?
Yeah.
And I'd probably end up on the deck flopping over.
But if you did make it, it was freaking awesome because stalling out a hand
or
plant on a
or
mini
it would
ramp.
be one of those squatty ones where you lean back on your
Still
ankle
cool.
like Mike V.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Oh, yeah. I'm not doing that.
And that's a dangerous. But when he was first doing it, he was putting his hand down too early. So then he was like sliding his hand up.
Yeah.
And then when he finally got on the coping, I just watched this by the way, that's
Yeah.
why it's so fresh. And then when he finally got on the coping, he started going to disaster.
Oh, okay.
But that was a
That's
good
like
thing.
half committing, kind of.
Yeah, but that was a good thing
yeah.
because then you're truly
Which means on vert, you would have already made it.
upside down. Yeah,
Yeah.
which means on vert exactly. Which means on vert you already made it because you're not going to
You
get
don't pull
to
out.
a disaster. There's no way.
Yeah, just gonna what? Just
Anyway,
keep falling in.
It's just easy.
Yeah.
There's
Went
no
down the
weight
rabbit
or
hole.
anything.
But then I did see you skating vert too, on a sketchy vert ramp.
Yeah, with like 50mm wheels. You know what I mean?
Why now?
Yeah. Why not?
Why didn't you try vert when you were younger?
I don't know. I just grew up watching, street skating,
Yeah.
and then once I got injured and older, it's like, oh, transition's a lot more fun, and you can do
Yeah.
it for a while, and it's not like
What kind of injuries did you get?
Tore my ACL, PCL, MCL.
All at once?
Well, ACL, PCL at once. 6 months after I got healed, BMXer came into the park and just rode in, wasn't looking, and T-boned me.
And blew your knee out.
MCL on the same knee.
Oh my God, I would kill that dude.
Then had lateral and medial meniscus tear.
Yeah.
Got
I got all
surgery,
those.
retore it.
Yeah.
So bunch.
Yeah.
I think there's some more stuff going on
Did
too.
those affect you at all on your trip?
So that was like the biggest fear. I thought it would like give out or like start hurting after a while, but I honestly felt better. It's like building the strength, you know?
And you just drank water in your little pouch. You didn't put no electrolytes in there or anything?
Just water.
You weren't doing any like weird Lance Armstrong like power bar, like, you know what I mean? Like
I mean, I had like Cliff bars and stuff while I was skating.
marathon.
Sometimes.
You're doing a
Yeah,
marathon.
exactly right. You need some calories in there.
How long would you sleep?
Maybe 4 hours, 6 hours.
Like at a motel?
Yeah.
Or a hotel?
Yeah. So I'd get to like some sketchy like
But you had those planned ahead of time?
sometimes. I mean,
Sometimes
the day
not.
before, like I'd wake up and I'd be like, all right, I'm skating 60 miles today. There's a hotel at 70. There's a hotel at 50. Like, where am I going to end?
Wow. Did you ever treat yourself? Like, I'm going to stay at the Holiday Inn.
Well, it kind of happened because sometimes that's the only
No
thing
choice.
there, you know?
Yeah.
So that's where I had to stay.
4 hours is pretty hard to pimp
Yeah,
at the
exactly.
Holiday Inn with only 4 hours, Tony.
Well, I like how that was raising the bar though at Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking about where he might have ended up.
Yeah.
Probably not chain hotels.
Is there worse than Holiday Inn?
Yes.
Worse? Oh, yeah.
Why do you
Yes.
say yes, Tony? Where have you stayed?
I stayed. What are you talking about? I went on skate tours.
And you
for
stayed in a
decades.
worse hotel than the Holiday Inn.
Yes, Holiday Inns are like they have a
That's pretty nice,
standardized.
honestly.
Okay, why are you
Holiday
mad
Inns,
at me?
yeah.
I'm just
Well,
asking a
because
question.
you stayed at.
I know it's Hawk versus Wolf, but it's just like it's more of just a
Because we're gonna battle on who stayed at the shittiest
yeah,
hotel.
it's coming at me, man. Okay, I guess you slept in the
Okay, I never
gutter.
stayed in an hourly hotel. How's that? So
You haven't.
no, I haven't.
Right. Well, then you haven't lived.
I was gonna say, perhaps you have. We stayed at actually asked Miles about it. We stayed at a hotel. We won't say where, but it was like a Super 8 maybe.
Yeah, those are good.
Stayed at a
Hotel
bunch of
6
those.
or something.
Yeah.
It
Why do the
was the only
towels always
place
smell
around.
like cigarettes?
Huh?
Why do the towels always
He
smell like...
got an allergic reaction to what I am quite sure was bed bugs.
Oh,
I got lucky with those.
yeah.
Nothing like that for me, yeah.
No.
Did you have like running shorts on when you skated?
No, I wore the same pair. Well, I had 2 pairs of the same pair.
Jeans?
Yeah. No, it was like almost like swishy pants, but they
Yeah.
look like these pants. You know, they just
Yeah.
passed for like regular pants.
But swishy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
But it was a terrible idea. Because you're in
It's
the
got sweaty in
desert,
them.
there's like not much ventilation really, even though
Yeah.
it feels like there would be.
I mean, was there
Yeah.
a time when what time of year was it?
March, April, May.
you didn't have any
yeah.
shorts?
No.
And you
Well, I
went through,
brought a pair, I just didn't wear them.
you went through Texas.
You guys know how it is. You skate, you like, I don't know, you don't want the shinners, you always wear pants for the most part. You
What
guys
if I'm
like
really
that or
hot
no?
and I'm skating 60 miles?
Yeah,
Switch it up.
that's
Yeah.
that's
Whatever, I
like
get it.
Also, you have to think you're out in the sun for like 10 hours a day. So
Yeah.
my milky white legs are going to be sunburned. I
Oh,
have
I
to
didn't
deal with
think about
that.
that.
You know what I mean? So
Oh, yeah.
sometimes every day I wore a thermal or like a long, thin thing just to stay out
But
of
what was the
sun,
hottest
you know?
temperatures?
I think it got up to like 100 a couple of days, but it wasn't too bad.
That's
Like,
what I'm
I
saying,
got
like-
lucky though.
You went through Texas, or
Yeah.
just the tip of Texas?
Yeah, I went through Texas. Like
like
it
through
was the longest stay.
Amarillo.
Yeah, I was there for maybe like half the trip. Honestly, felt like was through
Oh, really?
Texas because it's so long. You know.
You didn't go through the top. You went through the
I ended up like El Paso and then through Dallas Fort Worth area.
oh yeah. So,
So
you're
I was right through
through the thick of it.
Yep.
Wow. That's where I think that I would question my my commitment. Where you know
Well-
what I mean? You're going through Texas and it's like it's 100. It's like, well, there's a hotel in 40 miles.
hmm
What am I doing?
And that's the state where the ground sucks the worst. It's like everywhere.
But never did you think I'm giving up.
No, I mean, what are you gonna do? You're like everyone's watching. Like, what are you gonna quit? No, you just gotta finish, get to where you're
Yes.
going. You know, it's
Right? I know,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, guys, but this sucks. Yeah.
Like Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
I think I'm finished.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home now.
Just stop.
He did.
I think we're done now.
Yeah, that was weird that he did that.
He had already
Yeah.
done it a few times though.
Right.
So I understand Chad,
Mhm.
like he has to follow through, but that's really amazing
Thank
that
you.
you did that. Yeah. I mean, did you have any, was there anyone that you were not emulating, but inspired by?
Honestly, not really. I looked up people and I like found people. Like there was Jack Smith. He did it in 1976 on like an old small setup with 3 people. And they kind of like relayed. Like one guy would skate 30, the next guy would skate 30. I think they had a car with them. But he was
Pussies.
the pioneer, you know,
Yeah.
of skating
In
across
the
America.
70s?
Yeah.
So he had urethane.
76 or something, I think.
So he must have had urethane.
I think he did it again later, same style, 80 something. So
With more people.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think with a few people, crew. Yeah.
But you're the only person to do it solo, and
Yeah.
every single piece of the ground.
I mean, who knows?
Did you
Everyone's
actually-
done something.
You must
know
have
what I mean? But
tallied
yeah,
your
yeah.
miles.
Yeah, it was 3,126.
Even with the
Yeah.
backtracking?
Yeah, well, the route was like 3,024
Okay.
on the GPS,
Right.
so it was like 100 and something extra miles.
And did you plan it to end in Virginia?
yeah, I thought it'd
So-
be cool to end like at the festival, and I didn't know. I thought there would be days where I had to take off because my feet were like killing me some days.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's 57 days, so I ended before the festival.
Did you do a kickflip?
I did.
I knew
So
it.
every day I would film like a flat ground trick.
Yeah.
Just to have something to post. And
Did you
Oh,
ever
that's
do a
sick.
flat ground trick where you got hurt and then you had to skate all day going, I can't believe I did that?
yes, I was doing a half cab
Oh,
and I was in the middle of so I'd film sometimes in the middle of the highway just because it looked cool, like
yeah.
straight down, yellow
Close
line,
encounters.
mountains in the back. Yeah, and cars would be coming. I'm like, shit, I gotta do this half cab real quick. Fall flat on my face because the wheel bite from the big wheels.
Yeah.
Just like smash my knee into the ground. I'm like, what are you doing a half cab right
Yeah.
now? You gotta get across the country. you
It
know?
is ironic the half cab is the most dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never
It
know
was a
what's going to
fun
get
side.
you.
Because you know what?
Yeah.
That's not the half cab is going to get us.
Right. I just like,
Yeah,
if
it's
you're out
almost
there
anything
that
else.
long and you're doing stuff in the morning, like, it's just a matter of time. It doesn't matter how
Yeah, it's
good
just
you
a matter
are.
of time. Yeah.
Like, everybody does a little shin bonk or ankle roll. Like,
Yeah.
it's just,
there were some
if I
days-
do that and then I skate 60 miles, you got 60 miles to go, wow, half cab, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did that happen?
Well, I would do it at the end of the day. So it'd be
Okay.
like I'd skate 60 miles and then I'd be like, oh, I got to film the trick for the end of the day.
You would do it
No.
at
And then,
the end.
and then the
No.
tricks got progressively harder. So like by day 40, I'm like doing like nollie vario
Every-
flip on a cruiser,
What?
smashing my shins. And I'm like, I have to get in to edit the video. I got no time. Like I
So
can't
every
land
trick,
this trick. You know
every
what I mean?
trick
Yeah,
was
yeah.
different.
Yeah. But I gave up at like
Wow.
52 days in or something like that because my wheels got so worn down
From
that
doing
because
tricks.
I did one set of wheels across the whole country.
Why?
I didn't.
Yeah, what he said. Why?
I thought it'd be more interesting and more funny, like a story. You know, just got these like.
You don't mind if I call you an idiot, do you?
coming into Virginia on his ceramic bearings.
Yeah, right. Just sparks flying everywhere.
Didn't change the bearings.
Until the wheels
Yeah,
fall off or
Mm-hmm.
wear off.
exactly. And they didn't. They almost did though. So I stopped doing the tricks because I was like, these things are gonna crumble.
So, but did they
Yeah.
did they ever get flat spots?
they look like cheese, like moldy cheese. There was just like chunks missing out of them and stuff. But like
Yeah.
the thin part of it still had the same.
But
know,
you could
like,
so you couldn't
yeah.
feel those imperfections, or you
Well,
could.
towards the end, it wasn't a perfect circle, so you could feel it like spinning on the off
Oh,
axis.
that is
kinda.
so
A little bit,
wild.
but after it was like a week
he was
left,
skating on ovals.
like a week left, I'm like, what are you gonna take them off now?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, come on, you gotta leave them on.
But that's the
60
thing.
miles.
It
Like,
makes the
no one-
story, you know, and it makes it entertaining. Like you're bombing the Appalachians, everyone's watching. You're like, are they gonna give out?
You're
know?
an idiot. Said it twice now. That is an idiot idea.
That is risky behavior.
but I do
But now
respect
it's,
it.
hey, I didn't get hurt. Now you got this cool artifact of like this wheel.
Oh yeah, so you have
yeah.
that set up.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you selling it?
That's sick.
Now people have asked though.
I bet.
Yeah, I'm just I don't know, holding on to it.
Gonna put it on the wall. Hey,
Maybe.
everybody, look how stupid I was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'd buy it.
Oh, here he goes.
I'd buy it.
There you would. Could start collecting shit. Here we go.
Do you have
It's
like
not a
big-
movie prop.
No, but it's still something. Little
It's
collector.
sick. It's a sick artifact.
Yeah.
I have a collection of
Yeah,
kind of odd
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
odd skateboards, but
I have
I
a
definitely
collection.
Yeah, if you
Wow.
I like
you
the
want
collectibles.
to, if you want to consider it, and for charity, I'm
Oh
down.
my
Yeah.
God. He's
We'll
going to
see.
get it before the show ends. This is how it goes.
Are we gonna take it? We're gonna do an auction right now.
That's, yeah, to you. Yeah, I'll just
Live
fake
auction.
it just to get you more money. Start at 5,000. Screw him. Yeah.
I actually had a guy do that at one of our, when we did the stand up for skate parks events.
Yeah.
And we always had some high priced item like a car or a motorcycle or something. And this one dude I was sitting next to, and the bidding wasn't really going that well, but it was okay. And then this dude that I was next to, who was, he was a high net worth dude. He's like, says 20,000, and then look at 20,000. And someone else outbid him, and I was like, hey man, we can like double that up. We can definitely get another one if you want. He's like, nah man, I was just trying to get your bidding up. He didn't really want to buy it,
Right. Just
but
if
he does a favor.
Yeah, that was nice.
So that happens. Yeah,
That must be cool.
yeah, that's cool.
I bid on some stuff every year. I never won. There
Oh,
was a
I
couple
think
of
that.
vacations where I was like, yeah, I'll put my name on that. Yeah, there were things that you could get where I was like, usually I don't really like free stuff because I'm so spoiled. Like I'll take it, but I'm not going to pay for it.
Yeah.
But I'm just reading stuff and I'm like, wait, what? You can I'll go to Hawaii like right now. I'll do it.
Yeah.
What is that? They were good. There were cool things that were for auction
Really?
every year.
Like
Always.
trips? Like they give away
Yeah,
trips?
yeah.
dude.
Really?
All
Yeah.
kinds of like personal things too, like hanging out with celebrities and getting like a golf lesson or like I don't
Yeah, or
really
having
play.
lunch with someone.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
we definitely
interesting.
we
Yeah,
had some.
That's pretty cool.
We had some stuff that was just because I know the backstory of it, where it would be someone had bought a bike ride with Lance Armstrong,
Yeah, that's
and then
what it was.
but they already had that, and then they would re-gift it. Do you know what I mean? Like
Oh,
they
okay.
redonate it. So there are things like that that are they're really sought after. Like Lance Armstrong wasn't offering that up anymore. I mean, this is before all the controversy, but. So we had this one, and it just kept getting passed around, and people would bid on it, and then be like, "Oh, I'm going to pass it on to this charity," which is pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that is
some of them I don't
awesome.
even know if they got used.
Oh,
You
wow.
know what I mean? Like that one might still be being passed around.
Oh, that's a
to
good
this
one.
day.
I mean, it'd be cool because there'd be like Diddy in the crowd, like, and I'm like, man, it is going off right now. Like people were.
Yeah, we had some good times.
Dana White, I remember just talking about how excited he was about because he's got kids that love skating, so they're pumped, they're there, so he's pumped, they're pumped, and it's like
He always bought the Matt Hoffman and I would usually auction off he would auction off his bike, and I would auction off my skateboard that we rode in the demo.
Yeah.
And he always bought those.
Oh wow,
Sick.
these kids are
Enough
pumped.
about us.
Sometimes it's cool.
So what inspired you to get sober and in turn do this trip?
So I got 2 DWIs.
That's
So
a,
the
that's a
second
good
one- the first
inspiration.
Me too.
Nice.
One was a wet reckless though, so I didn't have to go
I
to
don't
jail.
think it's like a congratulatory.
It's a bond, you know.
We're back. We're
we've been
here.
there,
Yeah, true.
But
We
at
made
one
it-
point,
made
we
it
got
through.
2. That's bad.
Yeah,
Mhm.
got it.
Yeah. So the first one, I was just like, whatever, just don't phase me. Like, who gives
Yeah.
a shit, you know?
The second one's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I might have
Should
a
probably
problem.
look around here. Yeah.
Yep.
And it wasn't even because it was affecting my life. It was, but it was started like affecting the people around me. Like
Right.
borrowing money to go to jail. Like,
That's what it
like
does.
just stay out of jail
Yeah.
and, you know, putting people in spots. So
Right.
once
so
that
then you
happened,
become bummed at yourself,
yeah,
and you're like a rock bottom, so to speak.
Yep.
And you're like, time to turn it around.
100%. Yeah.
And then how'd you go about doing that?
Well, I quit and I was like, I have to have something to focus on, you know?
Yeah.
So start skating more
Yep.
and start doing YouTube. So I bought a phone, couldn't even afford it, just like leased an iPhone.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just going to make videos, try to upload them and share what I've learned in skating over the years.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay at skating mini ramp. So I just like shared every trick tip on
Yeah.
like
Like
any
how to
trick, you know?
trick tips. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I
And
just
then
went through the
that built an
catalog of like,
audience?
what was that?
That built an
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah. So I had no idea it would.
Yeah.
And I think the main audience was like surprisingly like people my age, 30, getting into skating, 40. I realized
There's a lot of that.
50, 60 people
Yeah.
starting skating, like learning tricks.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool to see that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
So then no meetings or any of that, just like
No.
busy.
Yeah. Just, stayed focused on something, really.
And it's paying off though.
That's like
Yeah.
what Andrew said when he was here. Andrew Reynolds was like,
Yeah.
"Do you want to go drink. You want to come with us to go eat, go skate or something.
Right.
You have nothing against the meetings. It was just wasn't,
Hey,
something I
man.
was interested
If
in.
you have the
Yeah.
discipline to skate 3,000 miles,
Yeah.
that's a different. You're working with different tools.
Yeah. But it's also got to help to know you've got that in your pocket.
Yes.
Like, am I a determined guy? If you look at my track record, yep.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to stop a guy that can do that. Because I don't think there's many of us that would, like, it sounds cool. I would like to help charities. That sounds cool. But like some of those days, like I'm 10 miles going back, I'm going home. I am pissed and I'm going home.
What's the furthest you ever skated? Down to the store. No, I'm sure you've done like a few miles.
When
or
I
something.
first came to America, I didn't have a car or any friends. So there were a lot of times where I had a backpack and I would skate down road, like maybe 5, maybe 10. I remember the first time I went to McGill's, we knew where it was.
McGill Skate Park.
Yeah, McGill Skate Park.
Yeah,
and
there's nothing close.
I
to
think we
that,
caught
where
a
that
train
was. Yeah.
so the train stops like on the beach and he's like in Vista. So it's like quite a way.
Okay.
I live there, so give me context. Oceanside Station, Carlsbad Station.
I hope Carlsbad.
Still pretty far.
Yeah, but I came with another guy, another Australian guy, and we were both looking to turn pro, be pro skateboarders. And we skated and skated to the point where we got so tired we couldn't skate. And then we started walking. And then at one point he threw his board on the dirt and was like, "That's it. I can take it anymore." And I was like, "That's the difference. That's the difference between us." And I gave him some kind of schooling about what I mean? Like, I don't care what it takes. I'm going.
Did he come
I'm going to
around?
make it. He came sulking all the way. I'm not going to
But
leave
then you
him
get
on
to the
side.
park, aren't you just exhausted?
I was gonna say, were you even able
Once
to
you get to the
skate like
park,
once you
No,
got
once
there?
full of juice. Are you kidding me?
Really? I
When
guess you were
got there,
psyched,
I've only seen
Yeah,
it
I mean
on
that's
video.
kind of a Valhalla.
I'm
for
from
him.
another
Yeah.
country.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
It was an organized. There was a gate, and you had to pay to get in. And I'm like, what the hell? And it's Mike McGill owns it. I know he does.
Right.
I saw it on video. He might be there. And then sure enough, when I got there was like 5 or 6 pros.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then there were a couple people that I didn't know that were lethal. Like the first person I saw there was Alfonso Rawls.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know him. And he's doing
a master.
He's doing one-footed Japan 540s. And I'm like, wait, what? I thought he skated straight.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, no,
I
he
didn't
can
know
skate.
really?
He
Oh, yeah,
was a
no, he was-
ripper.
he was-
Still rips.
Damn.
He's like one of the more
He's a
talented
ninja on vert.
athlete. Like he doesn't have to skate that often, and he can just. He looks like he's in total control. But yeah, I remember there was a couple sessions there. I did that big walk, and at one point, McGill's dad, I was doing tail grab 540s, and he goes, "You know who invented that, right?" And I'm like, "This is a tail grab 540. Your son did the McTwist, dude."
Oh my God.
Like I schooled him on it.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
Can you give the old man his due?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you just let him live?
I didn't say he was an idiot or anything. I was like, I'm doing different one, but yeah.
Yeah, but we know.
Yeah. We're aware.
I think
Yeah.
the furthest I ever skated was when we were on a birdhouse trip and we were in Marseille, and I didn't realize this, but there are 2 different areas in Marseille, and there's sort of a bridge that divides them, and the taxis will not go from one area to the other. They won't go from the town to the beach area. Like we tried like 5 different taxis.
They were like, no, we're not. I'm
Yeah,
not
we go,
going.
we're trying to, because we wanted to go to the Marseille. We'd never skated Marseille skate park.
Oh, okay.
So I'm there with Jaws and Staub and I can't remember who else was there, but Lizzie, I think. And so we were like, no, we want to go to the skate park at the beach. Like, no, we don't go there. Like, it's only, whatever, 5 miles or something,
Yeah.
6 miles. No. So then we just started skating towards it. And then at some point, we skated to the Marseille park, like 6 miles.
All right.
But it was pretty hilly. So
Yeah. That's like,
It was
what, about
awesome.
an hour? I mean, you had smaller wheels,
it
too.
took a while.
so
At one point,
yeah.
At one point, these dudes on scooters on actual like, not, you know what I mean, like bike,
Yeah.
scooters,
Motorized. Yeah.
motorized.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so hard to say scooter now though. But like, what I'm saying? Like mini motorcycles, pretty much.
Okay, you're
Not
not
mini
making any
motorcycles.
sense at all, but good for you.
Like what would be considered a moped in the 80s?
I love when
There
he gets
we go.
angry at me.
Does that
Right?
make
It's
sense?
awesome.
No, but it's hard to qualify that because when you say scooter now, it has a totally different meaning than when I was a kid. Like
Yeah,
a
you guys
scooter.
took some razor scooters down there.
No, all I'm saying is they recognized us and they offered to tow us up a hill.
Nice.
So you did get a tow.
That was my cool story. What?
You got towed.
We got towed like for a quarter of a mile.
Is it legal for you to get towed?
No, not
So
one
you
toe.
couldn't
And
do
there
that.
was times I could have, and I love doing
Yeah,
that. Like,
but I
lived in
wasn't.
New York,
I wasn't
you know.
trying to prove anything. I just
Yeah.
wanted to get to the skate park.
Yeah. No, I get it.
So I was doing it for the
I
Guinness.
love how everything
Yeah.
that you were doing was self-imposed, though.
Yeah. No.
Like-
I was doing it for a Guinness record also.
Oh, okay.
So I just wanted to make sure.
I've got
like,
one of those.
You know, really?
Yeah.
We got. What was the record?
Biggest bum drop into a quarter pipe.
Really?
2001 Guinness Book of Records. Google it.
Google it. How do they go
Yeah.
about? Like, how do you go about recording that?
So I had like a professional GPS watch that they make sure
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
yeah.
to standard.
They did, like Guinness did.
Yeah, I did like message them what type it was, and they're like, "Yeah, that one's good."
Right.
And I'd have a logbook every day. I have to have people sign it, start time, finish time,
Who?
location.
Yeah.
Just like hotel workers.
You'd be like, hey, can you sign this for me?
cops. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did anybody
See,
say
yeah.
no?
No.
Okay.
No, I think everyone said yeah.
But you,
yeah.
so you got to explain yourself every time.
Yeah. It's funny, I'm like, hey, I'm skating across America, and then instantly you got to get into the, explaining it.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
wrong
Look
with
at me
you?
all
Why would you do
crooked.
that?
Yeah.
Well, actually, sir, I'm an idiot. So if you can fill this out.
Or a lot of times people would just go right over their heads. Like they would just think like, oh, he's just skateboarding around America by
Yeah,
car.
driving
They just
to
think
different-
like, oh,
yeah.
he just said a weird sentence. I'm just going to ignore it because he's
Yeah.
definitely not skating across the country.
No one
you know?
would do that. They'd
How
be
many?
crazy.
How many states?
Yeah. That's a good question. Maybe like 6, 7. Because
Really?
Texas was huge. Oh, it's
Yeah.
California, Arizona, Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, Virginia. So whatever that
Wow,
was. I don't know.
shortcut,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even want to drive that.
But I did
dude.
like 4 years ago, I did this thing 50 tricks, 50 states challenge.
Yeah.
I learned a new trick in every state.
You learned a new trick. It
Yeah.
wasn't just tricks you had.
No, new trick. Like never done it before.
Only
to
flat?
myself. Only mainly mini ramp, but I did flat and it was mainly transition stuff.
What was the hardest one?
Day 50. So I did a nollie bigger spin to front 5-0 stall to fakie.
What's bigger spin mean?
Or gazelle, like a gazelle
Like a
spin.
full
or-
360.
So picture a
A
nollie
bigger
big spin.
spin is your board's doing an extra 180 and you're doing a full 360, right?
Yeah, so it's like a nollie big spin and then you just turn a little more,
to pivot
almost
to
540 and then land to front 5-0 fake.
So you're really good.
I'm okay.
That's-
yeah.
To front, like frontside pivot to fakie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that,
Yes.
that,
he's-
that
yeah,
trick.
yeah.
I wanted to pick
that trick
something
will
like
spank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just that trick in itself.
Yeah.
So to get something into that,
Yeah.
how many times did you get into it and then?
A bunch. It took me like probably 2 hours maybe to land
yeah.
it. And that was like every day, basically. Some days a little quicker, some days
Did you
not,
know leading up to that, like, oh, that's gonna be my
Yeah, I messed around with that in my
banger.
local park, and hadn't really seen anyone do it before, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna save that for like day 50.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, so you
That's
had
just
all the tricks
day
planned
50
out.
hammer.
Nope, I had no tricks planned.
Okay.
Just that one.
Just the last one.
Yeah, and I wasn't even sure I was gonna do it.
Did you ever fail
Yeah.
a day?
There were some days where I tried for like 3 hours, and the sun's coming down, and I'm just like, I gotta learn something. So
Yeah.
I switched the trick up.
Okay.
Yeah, but I tried to stay pretty focused.
Yeah. So that's kind of a good warm up
That's so
for skating across America
Yeah,
because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a lot
Exactly.
of endurance.
and I daily vlogged the whole time the
Right.
same way, so it was like, it was probably just as hard because you have to drive some days like 8 hours to get to the next
Yeah.
state.
But you're so at some point where you're just like, okay, I'm in the state. There's some flat ground. I'm just doing this.
Only if it rained. If it rained,
Only
I'd
rain.
find like an awning and do a
So you
flat
mostly
ground
were
trick.
looking for skate parks.
Yeah. I was checking all the local parks and trying to find one on my route that like made sense across the country.
Are you
know?
by yourself all the time?
Yeah.
Do you get lonely?
No. I
Not
actually
at all.
like it. Yeah. I feel like I learn a lot about myself and learn to just be comfortable in like the silence.
Do you like
and,
people?
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah, I love
annoying?
them. Yeah. If you see the trip, I'm like meeting random people, talking to everyone. I actually enjoy it.
But at
I
this
think-
point, would it be hard to share your life with someone?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like,
Have a-
partner.
Oh,
Yeah.
partner? No, I actually just proposed to my girlfriend, or
What?
fiance now.
Why would
I guess
she?
not.
Why would she say yes to you? You're never there.
You're always gone.
Yeah. Is that
That's
why?
why I thought if she would be down and like,
She's like, yeah, I'll
she
kind of
could-
marry you, I guess.
She's cool with me going away for 2 months.
See you next
like,
year
that's huge
after the
you
wedding?
know?
Yeah. What? Make sure to subscribe to my blog, baby.
Yeah, if you want to hit me up, just log into me on YouTube and say how's
I'll
it
keep
going.
you updated.
Yeah.
And
Did she
everyone
ever
else.
go on any of your ridiculous
So
crusades?
she met up with me on like 2 weeks in. She flew into El Paso,
Yeah.
surprised me randomly,
Yeah,
and just
For a day
She
before
no,
you-
she followed me along like at a hotel.
followed you.
Like
Like
she would
flew
go,
to
she would
the-
go do something for the day, go
Yeah.
hike, and then at night she'd stay at my hotel. We'd hang
Oh,
out,
Oh,
get
that's
dinner,
cool.
you know. Yeah.
Oh, that changes the perspective.
Right.
Yeah, that was for like a week, you know.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Almost made it harder though, because like
was
I
gonna
almost
say, you
want to
only get
be
f-
like dialed in.
Right,
and
you only
not,
got
you know.
4 hours sleep, and you gotta
Yeah.
do stuff. Come on! I said it very pleasantly.
But of course, that's where he
Do
goes.
stuff. Could be
Welcome to our show.
racquetball or something. I don't know.
Pickleball.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they played a vigorous round of pickleball.
It's so impressive. I mean, the thing that blows me away beyond that is all the tricks that you're learning. Like learning 50 tricks is wild to me.
I mean, you've learned, I'm sure, tons of
yeah,
tricks.
over
both of you guys,
decades.
Like, yeah.
No, without
All right.
and not some self-imposed like I have to do a new trick in this state today.
Well, it kind of helps. You said that,
I
like,
guess
hey,
it
I'm going
would
to learn
help,
10
yeah,
tricks
but-
like this month. You would learn them because
But
you
I also
said it,
think,
you know?
but what I think the thing we're not saying out loud is that you have these skills like that. That's not something you can just fabricate. Like, oh, I did a new body varial or whatever it is. You're doing like bigger spins and nollie heels and stuff, and that to me that's really impressive. And it's like I feel like that kind of flies under the radar because you have all these other lofty goals.
Yeah. I don't know. I
He's
just
sponsored.
enjoy. I
It's
just
very
enjoy-
impressive.
Thank you. I just
He's
enjoy
sponsored?
pushing myself like everyone else really that skates, you know?
He's sponsored?
Not really. I mean, I get like Flow, I have
Yeah.
like a local skate shop, Keepers, they hook me up. I have friends like at Dickies and Adidas that send me things Flow, but
Yeah.
no like real sponsors.
You interested in that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Was there anyone offering to fund any part of your trip?
I mean, Jackalope was like the only sponsor of the trip. You know, they supported from the start. They
And
were
what
like
do you
the
mean by
only-
support? They actually gave you money to
Yeah,
do it?
yep.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
post and talk about the festival.
Yeah.
And,
I knew it was
and-
connected.
Yeah,
but
ended
I
the
didn't know if they were-
festival.
yeah.
That was like the. Other than that, I found the skate companies kind of avoided my journey. You know,
There's probably a play where
like I'm not
it's-
good enough to be pro, so
Neither
to
am
make
I.
my
No,
own.
but what I'm
thing
saying
to-
is
yeah,
I didn't really think about that. Where
Yeah.
how would you play? Like there is a play where it's like, okay, there is this Chad Caruso model that commemorates your trip
Yeah,
and benefits charity.
Right,
So
right,
there's
right.
definitely that angle you could. I guess it's just everyone's just stuck in,
yeah, which I get. I
Video
didn't take
part,
it personal. you
getting
know?
Thrasher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
But
sure.
it's never been because people make their own skateboard companies all the time, and it's like for me, like I'm not good anymore, but I used to be pretty good, and people still kind of know me, so I sell a couple boards, not a lot, like not enough for Birdhouse to
Well, it's not that,
sponsor me, but
also you
does
have a
it make me-
platform to promote it.
right, so does he.
True.
Well, things are kind of changing where it's almost like your influence and your skills kind of, like if you have an audience and you skate, kind of like that's where you're getting the sales from. It's sometimes
like
the skills aren't even like
Steve-O
nowadays.
sells
the,
skateboards.
Yeah.
He's not the greatest
So-
skateboarder in the world, but he's got a
I'm not
giant
trying to.
platform.
I'm not dismissing his following because it definitely has grown, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like,
I mean, it's still
since-
relatively small, but yeah.
But
I mean, it's
but
growing for
what
sure.
did you notice a big growth
Think-
through the trip?
I think it was like 20,000 or something. Went from like 60 to 80,000 on
That's a
YouTube.
jump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
on
2
YouTube.
months,
That's
yeah.
your main outlet.
Yeah. Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah.
What's your Instagram?
Just my name, Chad Caruso. Same on YouTube.
Gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. I'll have to do a video together. Skate and vert.
Let's
Learn hand plants.
Yeah.
anytime.
Yeah, we're both just as likely
Can
to
you
make
still
it.
hand
I'll be there
plant or
tomorrow.
no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they're hairy.
All right.
Yeah. They're not like they used to be. That's for sure. My heart rate goes up every time I touch the coping with my hand because I had an accident when I first got back. My buddy and I were skating, and I started doing hand plants again, and I was like, they don't feel like they used to. I kind of can't really see where I am, and then next thing you know, I'm on the ground and I can hear somebody saying my name, and I look up and I'm like, Tony Hawk.
And his
Why
helmet,
are you here?
His helmet was in 2 pieces.
And he goes,
Really?
look at your helmet,
Yeah.
dude. And I'm like, oh no,
Damn.
that's got to be bad for my brain for sure.
Snap the helmet.
Yeah.
Don't
was
let that discourage you. He was coming
still
off
gonna
of
try
not
it,
skating
yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
He
I was
was rusty.
charging.
And he was charging. He
Yeah.
was like, I'm just skating. I'm back in the mix and
Yeah.
I'm doing
Yeah.
it. And,
Whoops.
and yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, happens.
It does.
it does happen. Yeah.
A lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to get back down there.
I got to get a new helmet. Yeah, no.
New helmet.
I'm joking. I think I might move into your house and just skate.
Okay.
Good.
Well, I was more offering you to skate regularly, not to live with me, but
Right. Oh, well, it's all or nothing, Tony. You want me down there? I'm moving in.
you could just sneak in the back and, you know,
Just
maybe I
secretly
just
live
see
in
you
your house? I
emerge.
get a tent and go right into
I
the
just see you
corner.
emerge in the driveway, like, oh, I guess Jason's here.
Don't
yeah.
he?
Yeah. We're going skating?
See the ramp?
yeah. Yeah, but come down. I'm
Yeah,
there.
I'm
Let's do it.
definitely down.
I'm working on a video right now, so I'm there at least 3 times a week.
Yeah? Like a video part?
Video, my last one.
Wow.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, right.
It's my last one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, how many last ones have you had?
I've never said this
Never?
is my last
Oh, really?
one. I've done like my last tricks.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I'm never going to do this trick again.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never said this is my last video part. And for what I've been putting myself through to make this happen, I can't do this again.
It's
It's
mind
served
blowing.
yesterday.
I'm
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway. it's okay.
I'm still in awe. Like just after having the injury you just had and then coming back. When I saw you at Jackalope Fest doing that stuff. I was just
Oh,
like,
thank you.
coming back and doing that is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
It is.
It's
Um,
impressive.
yeah, well, I had to, but thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was fun skating there. How was Tom Shar?
Oh, dude, those guys, all of them, they were all just mind blowing.
Yeah.
From a guy who can't even hand plant. I mean, I'm looking up like,
Yeah.
how's that even possible?
He's a talent,
know?
that's for sure.
Yeah. Did you see it when they had the best trick thing when they had they set up that ledge up above
What did
the
he do
ramp?
on it? I think I might
It's
have
like a
saw it.
surfboard, right?
No, that was the X Games. This
Oh.
is what he's talking about. Jackalope.
Okay,
They had a best trick event one night, and they set it up like so that it was a ledge, or a box, and it was right above the coping, which is
Okay.
sort of optimal for trying tricks. So you just come and run on the vert.
Yeah.
And then when we did our demo, the next day, they offset it so it was in from the deck, so it wasn't in
Yeah.
the way.
Yep.
It was more like they just put it back there to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And Tom Shar didn't care. So he would ollie up to it and then back out to the vert.
Okay, I think I saw it. He did like a nose stall, which coming
Yeah.
in switch, like gapping
Yeah,
in. I mean,
and
I
then
don't skate vert, but
I
that
made him
just
do a
looks
sweeper
gnarly,
on
you
it.
know?
Yeah, because he could just do anything you
Yeah,
ask him to do.
yeah. I was like, do a sweeper. He's like, what?
Yeah, what is that? And then
He
you
went
tell
up
him and then he does it.
Well, he tried one and tried to hit his tail on the coping below too,
Yeah.
and then bailed it,
Yeah.
which was like big points for
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I was
yeah.
hyped, and then when I did it, it was sick. Anyway, I digress.
That guy's crazy good.
Have you done any sort of traditional skating, like skate demos?
Yeah, when I was younger more, I
Yeah.
was like sponsored by like local companies and we go on trips up and down the East Coast. So I've done
Oh, that's
those.
what I want to ask you.
Yeah.
What? So when you went on your mission to do all the 50 states and wait, how'd you get to Alaska?
So all 48 states I drove to, and then on day 49 I flew to Alaska. So I had to like perfectly plan. Before I even started the trip, I looked up, is it possible to fly to Alaska and then fly to Hawaii back to back, day 49, day 50?
Wow.
So found out it was, and then just
How long is that flight?
3 hours maybe.
No, Alaska to Hawaii.
Oh no, I had to go back to Seattle and then to Hawaii.
okay.
So maybe like 5,
Yeah.
6 hours, something like that. But you gain time, so it was
Oh, yeah,
actually
yeah,
3
yeah.
hours, like technically.
Yeah,
so,
because when you fly to Hawaii,
otherwise
it's
it
like
would
to your
have been
advantage. Yeah.
yeah.
But what did you hit a park in Alaska?
Yeah. I was in what's the name of it? It wasn't all the way up. It was like halfway.
Kenai?
Ketchikan.
Okay.
Yeah, just in the middle of nowhere
only know
town,
one spot.
in the woods, kind
So
of.
you like
yeah.
just came in, run and gun. Came
Yeah,
in, went to
so-
the skate park.
The funny thing is that I forgot my ID. I left my car at a viewer's house, and I left my ID in my other pants.
I mean, your passport.
Well,
Oh, no,
I
it's
didn't even
one
need
of
a
the
pass.
states. Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't need a passport. Okay,
but
sorry.
my ID, my
it
wallet,
was so far away.
my wallet was at his house, and I'm like freaking out when I get to the airport. I'm like, is this how I'm gonna like ruin this whole
the
challenge?
end,
You know? Just started talking, making people laugh, talking to security, and luckily they let me get through with no ID. But then I had to do it again on the way back, you know, and then I picked it up before I went to Hawaii. But 2 flights back to back, like, is a red flag, kind of, you know,
Yeah.
with no ID.
Did they make you sign anything, or
They were just, they had me just sitting down, and they were just seemed like researching for a while. I was there like 4 hours early just to make sure.
oh, that's
Yeah,
wild.
so
I can't imagine
Made it
you'd
happen,
be
though.
able to fly without an ID. Doesn't
yeah,
No.
seem
you'd be
possible.
surprised what you make happen though when you need to. It's like, all right,
guess,
gotta
yeah.
get there.
You must be very charming.
You're like a social hacker.
Yeah. I got harassed at the airport the other day for skating in the airport while holding my skateboard in a line. So I think if I had gone past that guy without my driver's license, I was not going into that airport. And he blamed Tony Hawk for me holding a
Really?
skateboard. He's
You're
like,
welcome.
yeah.
So what, she didn't want you to be holding it? Like what was
He says people
He
like
thought-
Tony Hawk that always film themselves skating in the airport that's got
Oh.
goons like you.
Guilty
Okay,
as charged.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, hey, man, that's my friend. He's like, it makes sense, doesn't it?
I was skating through the streets of New York the other day, and like weaving through the sidewalks. It was crowded, like Soho area. It was
Yeah.
pretty funny. People were just like, "Wait, what? You? Huh?"
Yeah. It's like, excuse me. Wait, is that?
Nah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Because that's going to happen.
yeah.
When you were talking about going to all the 50 states, what was the most impressive park or parks that you remember, or did you just try to do
well,
it more that was
yeah,
like
I think-
accessible route?
I think it was mainly accessible. Like I
Yeah.
planned the route that was the most efficient and found ones like near there.
So a lot of modular skate parks.
Yeah, you know, the same kind of. They use that format basically, like
Yeah.
the pre-built kind of
Like a
prefab,
mini
you know?
ramp.
Yeah.
Jump box.
But there were definitely some cool ones, some unique ones. Texas is like the biggest. You know, they got a bunch that are just massive and incredible. But yeah,
Did you go to any of the Houston parks? Either one?
no, I honestly can't even remember where I went. So many parks back to back. You know,
That's pretty sick.
I get how it can turn into a blur, right?
yeah,
There's this one park in Houston that just is massive, and it's got this giant vert area. I'm a fan, but it's always just so hot. It's hard to
yeah,
maintain your energy.
yeah. it
Is that
gets
the
hot
one with the
there.
roof? The big wide one?
With the roof?
It has a shed roof over it.
No, that's the Houston vert ramp.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about there's this Houston skate park that is
Okay.
gigantic. People know when they're watching, but we had a full session there with Gregson and like Chris Russell and Tom and Rune was there.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And those guys are really talented.
Yeah.
And
It
Andy,
happens.
Andy too. Andy can skate anything.
Who can?
Andy Mack.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so fascinated because you seem like you're on such a solo mission.
He's not.
Well, kind
His
of.
fiance's meeting him
yeah,
in
but I'm
hotel
talking
rooms.
about
Sure,
just
that's
like
true.
his directive and his goals.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, I'm trying to we made a documentary, so I've been putting that into like film festivals and trying to get
It's
that.
done?
I guess. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it called?
trying to, I think Across America is the tentative title. I've just been entering that and trying to get it bought by a streaming service.
Yeah.
So how does that
Like
work though?
that.
Because everything is most of it's your footage,
Yeah.
your
All of it.
selfie footage.
Oh,
all
no,
of
no,
it.
no. So my friend flew out. There was one time in Santa Monica,
Okay.
like 4 different times.
Okay.
And so he just used that footage.
So he's got actual shots of you.
Yeah, like drone
Crossing
shots of me in the
different-
middle of
okay.
the desert. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it looks
Yeah,
cool.
that's sick.
Yeah.
So you're trying to get it picked up.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Probably
Yeah.
help right now, right? Because there's nobody can write.
Yeah. I mean, it
Movies, but
seems,
you
yeah.
can do it.
You said
documentary.
you said you had to get off work. What's your work?
So I run a food truck for a restaurant called Swell Taco. They're actually based, like, they got the idea for the restaurant from a taco place down in, down south by where you live. I don't know. But he's just based, it's in New York because there's not really many taco spots there. San Clemente, that's what it is.
Okay.
So yeah, it's based from there, and I run the truck for the restaurant. So
Oh,
yeah, I
that's
just
cool.
I just started learning to prepare food, cooking. I deal with the customers and like do all that stuff.
So is it always in the same locations?
we do like weddings, parties. I'll show up
Oh,
wherever.
okay.
Yeah, any event. That's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, just to pay the bills, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Chad, thanks for the story. It's just really
Yeah, you're crazy.
it's riveting. Like I can't, it is like so inspirational that you could, I mean, yeah, one to turn your sobriety into something like that, but also just that you were committed to this, and at any point, I would have given up.
Yeah.
Like when the going
Nah,
got
I
tough.
feel like you could do it if you focused on it. Like you said you were going to do
I
it.
think
to everyone.
I-
He would-
especially him. I know.
No, but I value smooth surface so
no,
much.
that's- Yeah.
Like even when I was in New York skating through the streets, like if there was a street that was kind of rough, I'd be like, dude, this is lame.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
skate through this.
I've been skating on that my whole life in New York.
Yeah.
So kind of somewhat used to it.
It's funny how you start
Yeah.
to look for the painted like
Yeah.
bus lanes
Yeah.
or just that one narrow strip of paint,
Yep.
Wow.
just as some reprieve.
Yeah. Which was, I found surprising, was very slippery when it's raining out. So
Oh,
you're
yeah.
trying to like go on that and
Yeah.
you just like slide right out. Yeah.
Things you learn when you
Yeah,
skate
thanks,
across
man.
See, we
America.
have something in common.
You got a
We go.
couple
New
things.
York.
Yeah.
Well, Chad, appreciate
All right.
it. Good
Yeah,
luck
thanks,
with everything.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
And for real, like, let me know if you want to
Let's do inverts.
Yeah.
Yep.
do
I'm
inverts,
down.
and also, if you want to, I don't know, donate that board to a good cause. And,
Oh my.
We'll see how the inverts go and we'll go from there.
I'm sorry. I
Why is
apologize for my friend. He gets a little giddy about collecting stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he means well.
we'll make it mutually beneficial. I'm not trying to scam
Oh, he'll
anyone.
make it beneficial. Yeah. Skate across America, man. You don't think he deserves the board that he skated? Like you got the 900 board? You do, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. Let me buy it.
Okay,
Why don't you trade it?
make me an offer.
That's fair. We'll trade.
I can't. I don't have anything.
Oh. No, but I'm collecting to make a display or like a museum type of thing
Oh, I know what you're doing.
for the greater good. It's not just for me. I mean, yes, it's for me, but
There you go.
it's a flex for sure. But I do want people to be able to see them and
I wanna
enjoy
see
them.
you see
Like
them.
yesterday, a few dudes came to my office and they have that. I have that board from the movie Hook. They
Yeah.
were so hyped to see it, and that's the vibe I'm going for.
And you watch them watch it, and you're like,
Yeah.
yep.
Gave me a good feeling. And so I
Birdman.
want to have, like his board
Bringing
with
joy
the oval wheels
to the masses.
people coming
Yeah.
on. This is amazing.
See this board? Guy skated across America on it.
It's altruistic.
Stole it off him.
I
'cause
promise you.
need you to
it's
see it
altruistic.
and appreciate it.
Hey,
Now
that's
enjoy
about it,
again,
man.
kids.
All right. Enough
Yeah.
of that.
Remember, Tony Hawk says, "Hell yeah!" I don't know. Sorry.
All right.
All right, Chad. We'll come down and we'll do some inverts and
Bring that
Yeah,
board.
bring
though.
up- bring
luck
the
with
board.
everything.
Yeah. Just
Hell
want to
yeah.
look at it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Like and
Like and
describe.
subscribe.